click is ETG. Eat the goose. Eat the goose. Yeah,
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Don't shoot. Which I need some proof. Just watch my videos, man.
Video and then,
2 racks
you
a
just
week.
showing all your 2,500. I said, okay. All right, that's me with that.
68 hours, so it was $2,075.60.
I work like 70, I don't remember, like 73, 74 hours. I made like 3,400, close to 3,500.
I made $2,001.
62 hours, and I had 2,400.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is, man. Man, what's going on, people? Ronnie Speed coming back. Let's get it. Man, y'all know what time it is. Here we have another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up. We got to pop this thing off right since it's the 2 racks a week challenge, man. Hold up.
There you go.
Yeah, the 2 racks a week challenge. Let's go. Here we have Kevin from. Actually, yeah, Kevin, go ahead, give him a quick introduction. I don't want to steal the shine from you, man. Let them know what market you driving in and, what platform do you drive on?
My name is Kevin Warren. I drive in the St. Louis, Missouri area for Uber.
Okay, not too shabby. And how long you been driving?
About a month and a half or a month and a week.
Oh, damn. Okay, you real new. Fresh out here, man. All right, well, before we even dive on to it, man, since this is the 2 racks a week challenge, man, let them know how many hours did you do and how much money did you make?
It says 80 hours and 55 minutes online, 185 trips and $3,076.30.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna show it so y'all know he ain't capping. Bam. You see right there, and you see his name. So, yep, it's the same picture, same guy. So this not no random screenshot or anything. So he made $3,000. Not too shabby. So Kevin, man, how did you do it?
I was I got a trucking company, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So the trucking rates go up and down. Right now it's really bad, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And plus gas is like $1,000 to fill your tank and stuff.
Ooh.
So I was watching another owner operator who has a truck and trailer like me. He lives in South Carolina and he has a YouTube channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he started doing Uber, and he's showing the amount of money he's making, but he's only doing like a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, he's making so much money doing that. I don't know how much I could make, like just trying it out.
Yeah.
I kept telling my wife, sign up the cars for Uber. Sign up the wife. She kept delaying. She finally signed the cars up for Uber.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it out the first week. The first week I tried it out, I made like $600 and something the first weekend, the Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Not just in from like about 5 p.m. to like about 9 p.m. or something like that.
Okay.
I made $662. It's probably,
and that's in 2 days, right?
yeah, that's the week before the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So then the week of the Super Bowl, I started the Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first full week, right after I made it. And then the Saturday of the Super Bowl, I made $700. I made $700 on that day. No, that's Mardi Gras. It was Mardi Gras and Super Bowl. That was 2 back to back. I had 29 and 3,000 for Mardi Gras and Super Bowl.
Ooh.
And it was a Mardi Gras day. I had 700. And when I did it, man, the 3,000, I was like, I couldn't believe it, dog.
Uh-huh.
When I seen $3,000 off of like random shit, like I did, you know what I mean? Like no business plan, nothing. I'm like, $3,000. I'm like, my first week, I'm like, what?
Man, I think that's like the highest I've seen, like for like a a newbie, man. three
I
thousand
told my
dollars
wife
within
that.
the first week.
I told my wife Uber should be telling me I'm a world record, but then I watch and see people making 4,000 and stuff.
Man, but 3,000, that's nothing to shy away from, man. That's damn good, man. Job well
But
done.
Ronnie, don't get me wrong, bro. That was like no life. That was like
Yeah.
end up like Monday, like 4:30, and
Hmm.
then work until 9:30, come home, like even try to do like a little lunchtime, come back
Yeah.
home, and then like 3 p.m. till 10, 11.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
like no
yeah.
life, no life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Unsustainable, unsustainable.
Yeah, yeah. So I seen the 80 hours, 55 minutes, man. Because a lot of people, they would say, like you said, oh, no life, or man, that's a lot of hours, and your legs gonna fall off, and all these other excuses. How were you able to execute, man? Like, what kept you going?
As I said, I understood. I'm an over the road trucker, so I'm able to drive 10 hours at one time.
Hmm.
So that was nothing. And plus, I needed the money at the time. I was
Okay.
motivated. I was motivated. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if I could be at home doing this shit, let me give it a try. And then
Right.
I watched other YouTube guys, and I seen you do the 2 racks. No,
Hmm.
I seen people doing like 200, 300 a day, and I
Hmm.
kept going up in the rate. Like when I looked on YouTube, I kept going like 200 a day, 300 a day, 2,000, and then there's somebody who doing 500 a week. I found, man,
Okay.
a Lyft guy, a black guy. His name is like, I forget his name. His aim is 500 a day, but he's the
Okay.
same thing as like he aims for like $30 an hour. He says you could do average on a slow market.
Mm.
$30 an hour, and that works out like 12 hours an hour, 12
Yeah.
days, 12 hours a day. It
Okay.
works out to like 500, close to 500 a day.
Okay.
But again, that's like no life, bro. You can't sustain that. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Yeah, I completely understand it. That's why I always say, 60 hours. But you did 20 hours more than that and you made like $1,000, dollars more, man. So, you know, shit, man, that's awesome, man. 80 hours, man. That's a lot of freaking hours, man. So, not too shabby. How did you like come across the channel in the first place?
As I said, I was looking on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Is YouTube what got me to start in the trucking business too, like
Yeah.
6 years ago. YouTube has everything. So as I said, Justin and this guy, the channel I watched, Justin Trucking, I watched him
Hmm.
and I watched what he did, and I did it. And I saw you on YouTube, and I saw many other channels on YouTube that
Yeah.
give pointers and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't even know about the surge that well for the 3,000. I
Okay.
didn't know about the surge. I didn't know about like looking really good to see like, okay, might not go like 7 miles to pick up,
Yeah.
stuff like that. That first week I wasn't look. I was just taking basically everything. So that goes to
Hell yeah.
show it's not really had nothing to do with surge or nothing, man. It's just you getting out there and you working. Surge, I was not taking advantage of the surge. Trust me. I
Hmm.
was like, you know when you're in a surge and you're nervous, you're like, oh, should I take this one or
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
one? I was messing up, like taking like shitty ones, what not coming back quickly and stuff like that.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, that's expected to happen. I mean, you knew, man, so you really don't know what to expect, or you really don't know your market. It takes a while to to get accustomed, like where to be, and also to excuse me, to learn your market. So, talk about some of like the differences, because I had like a few guys who are into like like the trucking business. Talk about some of like the main differences between driving the truck and driving Uber.
Well, like the expenses,
Hmm.
it's like $1,000 to fill your tank up. You know what I
A
mean?
week or a week or a month?
Like to fill your tank up, just to fill your tank. It depends on
Oh,
how
just
far
one
you go.
time.
Yeah, yeah. To fill
Oh,
your tanks up, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's just the expenses. Like one tire in a truck is $500.
Mm.
and the front tires are like $700.
Yeah.
So the expensive just and right now the rates are down. Where right now, to be honest, I used to make like $10,000 to $12,000 a week in trucking,
Mm-hmm.
10 to 12, and now it's down to like 3,000 a week,
Dang.
5,000 a week, 6,000 a week,
Mm-hmm.
seven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so right now, if I'm making 3,000, 2,500 a week in Ubering with zero to no expenses, that's winning rather than, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yeah,
I,
because
I'm 46 years old. I'm
uh-huh.
sorry to interrupt you. I'm
No, go ahead.
46 years old, and there's not much things I've seen you could do that make quick money like this, man. There's not
Yeah.
much things I've seen, man.
I 100% agree with that, man. Yeah, man, because like the money's good. Like if you had the right attitude, the right mindset, and you actually, go out there and try it, not be lazy. And it's funny because I talked to a few truckers, and I think most of them prefer like the flexibility that Uber and Lyft can offer. Because if you out there, I could be wrong, but if you out there like delivering, I don't know if you deliver freight or whatever, but you out there on the road trucking, man, you don't have the flexibility to come back home, especially if you married, you got kids or whatever. You just out there on the road. But now you can actually come back home to your family. You come back home to eat lunch when you want to. So that's what I think a lot of them like the benefits like that, man.
Man,
And
this was like pulling $3,000 out of the hat, man. I was like,
yeah,
what? And I haven't done less than 2,500, man. I
yeah.
haven't done less than 2,500.
Right, right. Yeah, let's stay on this topic for a little bit because every now and then I'll get somebody like in my comments about, oh, why don't you just get your CDLs? Like, why don't you get your trucking license, man? Do you think it's like really worth it or like
It's just like anything else. You got to learn the game. You know what I mean?
yeah. Hmm.
You come in here, you learn the game, you learn the brokers, you learn it. You got to learn it. It ain't like no golden spoon. But to
Right.
be honest, it was like that in 2020, 21, 22, a
Hmm.
little bit. It was like that where, for example, like the guy told me, like, those freight containers
Yeah.
that is
Hmm.
shipped from China, and it ships.
Yep. Yeah.
Remember,
I see
remember
them
when
all the
there was
time
this,
out here. Hmm.
remember with the Suez Canal and they were backed up and all the shit like that?
Hmm.
Right. The guy said, he said it used to pay like 20 to 22,000 dollars to ship that from China to LA port on the ocean.
Yep.
20,000. Now it's only like 7 to 8,000 to ship that.
Oh
So
wow.
the demand is not there for stuff now. You
Yeah.
guys are not buying the toilet paper off the shelves again.
Right.
That one, it was crazy, Ronnie. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it was like anybody could have come in trucking and just pick, and they would have just no experience, and you
Mm.
would have made money. You would have,
Okay.
because it was an unprecedented time.
Mm.
You know what
Yeah,
I
see,
mean?
yeah, yeah. See, that's good to hear, man. I'm glad that you came on to share this because a lot of people, especially right now, they just think, oh, I'm just gonna, fuck it. Instead of me driving Uber, I'll just, get my own truck. But it sounds like it's a lot to, consider, man. Like you said, you gotta learn the game, So but yeah, man. So like you signed up like a month ago and bam, you hit it fast, man. That's a quick turnaround. So what are some of like the mindset hacks or like how do you stay like focused? Because most people, they'll get out there, they got all these distractions and all this stuff. Like how were you just to stay focused to do this?
I watched videos, and I watched the schedule thing.
Mm.
I watched how they say. I think it's either you or somebody else say get up at 4:30. It's probably you.
Mm-hmm.
Get up at 4:30. Get that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9:30, and then maybe lunchtime. But then come back like 3, 4, and hit it. So I used to do the schedule. So I used to hit it
Okay.
like I already had that commitment with driving truck, and I already know
Yeah.
like the tune out. I already know, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
46. I've been through that buddy stage, you know what I mean? Going by my partner, hanging out there.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
through that stage already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know when you think your friends is everything that kind of, how old are you?
I'm
How old are you?
32. I'm 32.
Oh, you look younger than that, bro.
Oh yeah, that's everybody. But what you like 25? Like, nah, man, I'm 32,
Yeah.
man.
So it's just you gotta it's just with anything, man. Just you focus on it, you're gonna get better result, you know.
Hmm.
And how I get that focus is just, I don't know, man. I just seen you posting 2000, and I seen other people, and I'm like, all right, let me. I think I could do this, and if I do it, I'll feel good. And when I did it, it was like addicting. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it was like it was like selling drugs or something.
Yeah, I heard that, man.
You heard that?
Yeah, it's funny because like before,
I would do this for 5 days straight if they didn't have the 6 hour rule. That first week, I would have gone 2 weeks straight, dog. I'm
it's
telling
funny.
you. Because
Yep.
imagine you seeing money coming up and you need the money.
Yeah. Yeah, you could go crazy. It's funny because before I started driving, I remember I took an Uber and I was curious. I'm like, man, like, can you really make money doing this? And the guy he had told me, I think I remember his name. His name was Dorian. He drove like a Mercedes. He's like, man, this is better than the dope game. I'm like, damn, for real?
And he was driving a Mercedes doing Uber
Yeah, yeah. He's
in
driving
San
Mercedes.
Francisco.
Yep. He's like, it's better than the dope game. He said, man, you can
Damn.
make money. I probably make like 2,500 a week. Man, you can sleep at night. You ain't got to worry about nobody trying to rob you and all that, busting your house. I'm like, damn, okay. And I was like, yeah, man, he was
How
right.
long was that? How long?
This is probably like 2016.
Dang.
This is 2016. But like the money is out there, man. But people, it's their mindset.
So your friends don't do this, man? Like, you don't tell your friends about this
Oh,
now?
hell yeah, I tell my friends. I told all my friends to do it. But some of them they have jobs and they got other stuff
Yeah.
going on. But I tell them, and sometimes, somebody like in a pinch, I'm like, hey, sign up to drive Uber. You could, get out the bond, you can make some money real quick, and a lot of them have. And
It's
it's
really a
funny 'cause-
time. You got to put in
yeah.
the time.
Yeah, you do have to put in the time, man. So why, in your opinion, like, man, you signed up, you was out here, like a student, man. You doing the research, you watching what people do, you pretty much taking mental notes for, all right, they said start at this time. One, like, how are you just so what's the words I'm looking for? You was just so like, I guess, complicit to it, because a lot of people, they be, he's lying, or he don't really drive. You was like, all right, I believe I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, because YouTube is like you showing me is not
Mhm.
like hearsay. She said. YouTube is like you would get up in the mornings and you'd be like, it's 5:50 in the morning right now, and you'd be
Yep.
like, all right, I just came up for a break, and you would actually go through it. You know what I mean? Like a book.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
easy. You
I'm
making
gonna
it
have to get
easy
back to
for
that.
us,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And you would say the same thing that happened to me. Right now I'm getting kind of demotivated. Like you know when you go through a phase where you go through a lot of surges and you make
Yeah.
easy money fast,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then you go through like no surge, you're like, man, I ain't driving no 10 minutes to get this load, man.
Right, right,
You're kind of
right.
complacent, and
Yeah.
then you'll be like, man, I shouldn't be complacent, man. I should be grateful. And
Right,
then things
right.
start to pick back up with your attitude. Your attitude drops sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So why do you think, more people, they don't view it that way? Instead of like them watching somebody who making the money, they just hate, or like, you know what, he's full of shit, I'm not gonna do it.
Because it's easy to get discouraged, man.
Mm.
Like I know somebody who did it and they got discouraged. They had like a bad thing happen and they just get discouraged. Like
Mm.
maybe they started off slow that day, or
Yeah,
I think you gotta be self motivated to do this too.
absolutely.
I'm worried about getting too oversaturated with too much people coming, and then there's so much
Right,
drivers.
right,
That's
right.
what I'm worried about, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna have that discipline,
Nope.
dog. They ain't gonna have
That's
that
what I was
discipline.
about to say. Because a lot of people were, it's too much I'm like, it would never be enough competition, because people, they not cut, man. They not cut to do this. They'll
And they
do it
look
for
down
like,
on it too.
yep, they'll do it for like a week or a couple weeks, and they'll slowly but surely fall off, get back in the
Yes,
old
you're right.
habits.
A week or a
Yep.
couple weeks, and they'll fall off.
They gonna fall off. It's hard to be consistent at doing this, because a lot of people, they don't have goals, and they are not willing, to sacrifice, man. So
'Cause,
it would never be enough competition.
like last night, it was slow all day. I just got up and looked at my phone. I seen $40 surge, dog. I'm like, what the fuck? Where does
Uh-huh.
this come from? 40, 20. I just put on my brush my teeth like a fireman. I gotta
Yeah.
go, baby. I rushed out. I got about it was a concert. Some random. I gotta keep an eye on them concerts, man.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how it is, man, bro. It's been times where I did the same thing. I'm like, dang, I gotta get out there, man, because concerts, conventions, sporting events, you
Yeah,
know, man. Sometimes if it's like a road closure or something, like when it rains, oh yeah, all that stuff is
yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
affect pricing, and you gotta, take advantage of it, man. And after talking, I like your attitude because you energetic, you uplifted. It's like, you ready out there. I mean, ready to get out there and go get it, man. A lot of people
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have that type of killer mentality. They just
You can't get up at 4:30 every morning in the morning when
mhm.
when the bed is warm.
Right. Yeah, it's hard, but I mean, even let's say even if you don't get up at 4, let's say, you got bad sleep or something, and you wake up at 6, 7, you still got to execute. I mean, you got 7 days to hit $2,000. So even if you screw up a couple days, man, you can still pick up the momentum throughout the week. So all that stuff is important. And if you fell short, uh, th- that week, I mean, you got the next week a whole fresh start. So
Have you ever had a bad week, man? Like seriously, like you didn't have nothing to do that week. You actually worked your regular hours, but you had a bad week, man.
oh man, it depends how you define bad week. I had weeks
Like
where like
money wise.
I mean, yeah, of course, but I mean, the bad week doesn't come from me actually, driving. The bad week come from me not driving. I mean, it's a
That's what I'm
simple,
saying. That's the only
yeah,
time I ever bad for me is when I don't drive. But
yeah,
once I ride,
exactly.
I'll make the money.
Yeah, I have never, put in 60, 70 plus hours, and didn't make money.
That's what I'm
I
gonna
think
ask.
I think the slowest it was ever for me was, during the pandemic. Because during the pandemic, of course, that's when, people weren't using the service. But I was staying out there. I wasn't driving like 60 hours because it was just super dead. But I was like, okay, at least I get in the habit of driving during this time. Then when
Right,
it could only get better. So like you
right.
got to discipline yourself and you got to, train your mindset to do things that you don't want to do or that most people aren't willing to do because you would benefit from that. I was always pushing myself and, trying to, hit goals and do better. So, but
I can't believe there's something like this, man.
uh
Like in life, you think you know everything. I'm 46. I'm like, what? Why isn't people talking about this? But why is people complaining?
cuz it's cool to complain now.
I'm sure there's more stuff like this we don't even know, man.
Yeah, and that's the
Like
thing because stuff like this it really, I mean, sometimes it gets shared, but it doesn't like get shared as much as like the negative content. Blood sells. So if you're
right,
talking about people dying or getting robbed and stuff, that's like, oh, like, people click on that. But if you
right,
show that you making money, they're like, oh, he's lying or it's clickbait. They automatically get negative, but the negative stuff sells. It's like people want confirmation bias. So if
right.
you already got your mind made up about the platform, you think that they'll treat the drivers fairly, and that's how most people think. Most people are unsatisfied with this, and you could click on the video and somebody else think like you, and it's like, oh yeah, see, he's right. So it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
just
yeah.
confirmation bias, but it's only a few of us who actually out here putting in the work, reaping the benefits. That's why it's very small, percentage of us,
Yeah.
actually, hit these goals and achieve them, man.
And I think I was the St. Louis guy before I did mine too.
Hmm.
Before I was doing my 3,000, the St. Louis guy
Yeah.
during that time. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So why do you think people, or not? No. Why do you think this 2 racks a week challenge is so important?
Because it gives validity. It makes this thing valid.
Yeah.
It makes this whole thing valid. 2 racks a week. You can't say nothing. Nobody can say nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody in your family can say nothing. Especially 3 racks. That's
Three
what I mean.
racks.
I was thinking because I got Uber XL3, it'll be 3 racks.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I
you
got
got XL? You do
yeah, yeah,
XL?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Talk about that. Yeah. What kind of car you drive?
Just a Buick Enclave, 2018 Buick Enclave with,
Okay.
with the back seats and stuff.
All
Double
right.
sunroof.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
not,
yeah, talk about the XL experience because sometimes people they'll DM me like, "Oh, I'm thinking about driving Uber. Should I go XL or?"
yeah, like if there's a big concert or like some surge,
Hmm.
you put the Uber XL on and you take off all the others. You take off the
Okay.
Uber X, so you force.
I like that.
That's why
See,
I discovered that on my own. I don't know if
yeah,
other
yeah.
people.
No, that's smart. That is smart.
Yeah, but then when it's taking too long, I'm like, man, it's taking too long. Let me switch back so I can get the surge.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get the
yeah.
surge and the XL alone on, and you be like, oh, it's taking so long for me to get a load, and then you might get scared and go back to the XL, and you might get a load because it pays much more for the XL. So
Right,
why
right.
don't you? So if it say busy, it says busy on the thing.
Hmm.
If it says busy, I try to leave that on only.
Okay, okay. Yeah, man, that's smart because you do gotta take advantage of that. That's only logical, man. And
Yeah, and
man, it
if you
seems
have
like you've been driving longer than this. You already turn off certain filters in the app, man. That's how it should be. You got to maximize, those benefits.
It's just
But
by watching you guys, man.
yeah,
Watching you guys YouTube videos.
yeah. Dan, what like once I'm pretty sure you came across some like the negative channels. What are some like the major things you think they complain about, or that you seen?
The one thing they're saying like it's like if you go to the store to buy sale for Christmas, right? You
Mhm.
buy you buy a lamp for Christmas.
Yeah.
The lamp was $30 originally,
Uh huh.
but they told you it was 25,
Hmm.
and they sell you it for 30, and they told you got a $5 discount, but they
Right.
never gave you a discount. So I think it's the same thing with Uber. Like sometimes, oh, they say a $3 surge here,
Yeah.
but they really took the $3 before on
Hmm.
the upfront, and then give you extra on the surge, but they already took it back on the upfront. They already
Hmm.
took the $3 on the upfront, so you never really got a surge. I think somebody was talking about I think an Australian guy with an Australian accent. He
Okay.
was saying like he was saying like you think you're getting a surge price, but you're not getting it. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, man. These people, man, they know everything about how to make money. And that's another thing, man. I really think people they look for ways to be pissed off. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. That's how the human mind thinks.
yeah, they just look for ways to get pissed off. Like, all right, what can I find today that's gonna show or prove that Uber or Lyft, that they not treating us fairly or that they taking a certain amount. Like, I don't have time for that. I got to make money. I'm trying at the end of the week. I'm trying to make this amount. Like, I
I
don't
mean, it
care what
is
happens
true.
in between that. Hmm.
It is true that we gotta fix our own cars, and the cars will need repairs. It is
Yeah.
true, but they're probably improving on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, oh, you got to fix your car. Like, duh, of course you got to fix your car. But I mean, yeah, granted, we drive it way more, but you got to fix your car anyway.
I mean, the
You know,
mileage and stuff like that.
man, I'm worried about money. I let them worry about all the mileage and all that stuff. But I'm worried about money and goals and getting these habits in, man. You
Yeah,
know,
man. This is crazy. Yeah. You think it'll be ever like you think so there was a time Uber used to pay more, you think like that's one of the things they used to say like
Mhm.
something it used to be easier to make money back then or something.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. Like they had uh like higher incentives, but also you had
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
more
yeah. Because
rides.
somebody showed me $1,000 incentive from a video years ago. Like
Yeah,
all the weekly incentive add up to like 1,000.
yeah, but they still living in the past. you know, they still living
But
in the past,
they
man.
made
Like
4,000 one week.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, that shit is
Yeah.
over. Like what you doing now about it? That's my thing. A lot of people they still live in the past. Like, oh, before it was like this. Okay, those days are over. So how are you, adapting to the situation now? I mean, yeah, like let's say they had higher incentives. Cause I remember when I started my journey when I was driving like 84 hours. They all had like two Quest promotions. Like Uber, you'll do instead of you doing 70 rides, uh, now you had to do. You used to have to do like 110. It was like 110 to get like the highest quest. Then it was like
Dang,
90 or something on the weekend. I forgot. It was like a crazy
dang.
amount. And so you had to do more trips, but you get more money. But
Right.
but now it's it's somewhat the same, man. Like, believe it or
Right.
not, because like I was taking screenshot every time I got kicked off the app. It was like 300, like 300 something, sometimes 400, like 350, 360. But now you could pretty much do the same thing. So I don't know what people talking about. But I also think, most people haven't really tested their market or tested themselves to really back up what they're saying. Like, I still got screenshots from years ago, like, from like 6 months of just showing numbers, me getting kicked off the app. And I'm okay, this how much I made, 300 something, 300 something. But now you could probably do that, like anywhere from 9, 10, 11 hours. So I don't know. It's really hard to say in my opinion, but people they want to
And
make excuses.
people not making 2 racks in America. I don't know who making 2 racks. Who who's making 2 racks a week?
Right. I don't know either, man. There's not too many jobs out there that could do that now, unless you got like a high skill set. But like you said, it's fast money. As long as you got a clean driving record, you could sign up and shit, within a week or something, once you get your background check cleared, you could be making money.
And it
It all
depends on how much work you do. That's
yeah,
why, like,
exactly. I was
yeah,
about to
you
say
can't
that.
hide in a corner and be like, I'm hiding in the work and getting paid like
Yeah.
everybody else around
And
me.
that's the thing, man. People, it's easy to do as long as you discipline and structure, but it's also easy not to do because you got all the time. But all right, I'm about to start at 7 a.m. Your alarm go off at 6, whatever. Snooze. Next, you wake back up. It's 9 a.m. Like, damn, you go out there like 9:30. You get a couple trips. All is slow. You drive an hour and a half. It's 11 a.m. Now you back at the crib. You like, then you try to make excuses. Man, it's a scam. It ain't worth it.
That's
No,
probably the hardest thing you just described there, bro.
Yep. Nope. That's why,
It's all on you. It's all on you.
it's all on you, man.
Maybe we shouldn't be telling everybody to do this. Maybe we should be telling them, hey, you gotta be a self motivator.
Yeah, bro, man, you could tell them whatever. They still ain't gonna do it. You could tell them, man, you could tell them what times to do. They still not gonna, most people, they not gonna execute, man. It's hard for them to execute, man. And that's
So the
just,
market gonna be open for us, huh?
oh, hell yeah, always, man. I've been doing this for a while. People are like, oh, it's oversaturated. They
I
can't.
heard it's hard to travel now. Like if I want to come to San Francisco, I gotta wait like 3 weeks and can't work in St. Louis until they run over my my passports or whatever, and then I could work in. I wish I could have just run and work in San Francisco.
Oh
You get
yeah, no, I think it'll probably take longer than that because you would need a California's driver's license
Well,
and
wherever
yeah,
state,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I thought you could just go on vacation and just go work on vacation.
Oh no, 'cause I think the way they do it is maybe I think different states got different like tax
You
laws
feel
and
me?
stuff. Yeah, that's
You fly to New York and you work a 3 4 hour rush and you make some vacation money, right?
no, I don't think it worked like that. That would be cool though, but no, I don't think it worked like that, man. But yeah,
Different.
bro, before we get up out of here, man, leave him like with some last, words of wisdom. Since you've been on here on the platform like a month and already hit 3,000, man.
Man, you just gotta find your why, man. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
got a family, I got kids. I'm like,
Mm.
if Ronnie can do it, I can do it, man. And
Yep.
I had an Uber XL and I aim for 3,000 and I'm aiming for 3,000 a week right now.
Yes,
And I
sir.
just want to thank you, man, Ronnie, man, because I know you probably had some. You probably didn't want to start the channel or whatever. I know it's hard to do a YouTube channel. I tried
No,
to do
I
it
did
before.
want to start the channel. It wasn't.
I
It
know
was
it's
something
hard
I
to be
truly.
consistent with YouTube though. I
Yeah.
tried it already, so I'm
Okay.
glad you're
Okay.
doing it, man. And you're the only positive guy, so keep doing it, man.
Thank you.
You or maybe one other person is the only positive guy, so keep doing it, bro. And for everybody out there who want to do it, man, just be careful who you listen to out here, man.
Mm.
Just give it a try for 7 days, and then if you don't like it, just don't do it. But give it a try for 7 days. Do the busy hours in your city, and just give it a try, man.
Exactly, man. And I like the fact that you said have a why, man. That why is gonna be a reminder why you doing this in the first place. Why are you out there? Because if you got something that you fighting for or that's something that you're trying to pursue, driving will be much easier. If you're just doing it just for, excuse me, just for the money, then more than likely you ain't gonna really care. But something that's greater than yourself, man. Something that's gonna really keep you out there and keep you disciplined and keep you consistent, man. And that's just how it is, man. And be like he said, be careful who you listen to, because now it's cool to be negative. So you want to be one of these nerds and you know, take out your calculator, you want to calculate everything and do the expenses and not make any money and try to have all these confirmation biases, or you trying to make 2 racks a week and see what you are truly capable of. Cuz
Hey,
that's
can I ask
all it,
you?
yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because that's all the Uber and Lyft really does is it just exposes who you are as a person. Because you go to your earnings and you see how much effort you put in. That's some of your life principles or life philosophy. Or you go to your earnings, you see how how least amount of work you put in, 12 hours all week. Then you like, you ain't even try. So effectively, you working less than a 16-year-old.
Yep.
So
Hey, one question.
yeah, go
Do
ahead.
you think you should mention reservations or not? Quick answer.
You
Reservations.
said what?
Reservations or no?
Do I accept reservations?
Yeah, quick answer. You gotta give me a long answer.
Well, it's been a while since I accepted it. I
Okay.
was mainly more accepting like reservations when I was on Lyft,
Okay.
but now since I mainly do Uber, like they have like some weird reservations.
Yeah.
But I think when I was on Lyft, I was doing like reservations, more frequently.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I accept them. But yeah, man, you hear another 2 racks a week winner. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Kevin, man. You hear from him, man. He been on here a month and already hit it, man. So y'all ain't got no excuse. Just get out there and get it done, ladies and gentlemen. Want to thank you once again, man. Congratulations. And
Thanks, man.
here we have another.
Thanks for having me, Ronnie, man.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Thanks for doing this, bro. You're really helping people out here, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge. Until next time, holla back. Peace.
2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours.